What's up, y'all? Pastor Dave right here and Lady G, and we are here for another episode of Wedded-Wednesdays. And we have a great show, a great episode for you today. We're going to be talking about the importance of education in a marriage and in your family. We're going to be talking about education, and we must realize that each spouse may have a different outtake or outlook on education. You know, sometimes we are different in how we think our kids should be educated. But one main thing I want to say and get it across, you don't want to be with a dummy. You don't want to have your spouse and you gotta read for them and all that, order for them at restaurants and different things. And I can speak from personal experience. My father was not he graduated high school and did his thing, and my mom actually went ahead and went to college. But my father wasn't all for education. He was music. Let's get this music right. Let's do this, do that. And my mom was always pushing education, and it was always a battle with that. It was always a battle. He want to go to college, yeah, but he don't kind of need college. He can play, and different things like that. So they had to come to a little equal ground there with each one of their sons. You know, my father, again, he's not pushing education. He's pushing music, but my mom is pushing education, not so much music. So we had to kind of figure out in the middle there what we're going to do in regards to how we want our kids to pursue education. And I just thank God because my parents were able to let us make up our own minds and choose our own path. I chose to go to college and still keep a music career. But it's very odd that if you're very educated and your spouse is not, it can create so many different insecurities with that spouse. They feel a certain way, or they feel like they're not up to par where you are educationally, and it can bring different things into your marriage, different strife into your marriage.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. You have some couples or where the spouse feels inadequate, feels like they haven't, they're not smart enough or they're not good enough, although they were chosen by their significant other. And sometimes going out can bring a little insecurity, a little, they start to feel uncomfortable around others because they don't quite know how to communicate properly around their peers and stuff like that. So it starts to become a little bit uneasy, uncomfortable for some. So that's why I think we wanted to just come on here today to just, have a little conversation about this topic because, it really does exist. It really does exist. In some cases, we know a few couples that it actually.
Oh, yes. And
it's real live in with this situation. We do know a few couples that deal with this situation, so we just wanted to.
They
touch
will
it a
remain nameless.
Yes, we just wanted to touch on it a bit because, like I said, people are dealing with this situation in this topic.
It's best to be honest with your spouse, even when you're dating. A lot of times when people are dating, they're not all the way honest, and you don't find out until after you done married the dude or married the young lady that she can't read. And you go out to a restaurant and I know it say filet mignon, but they filet mignon and all of these different things, and can't read things like that. You got to discuss that stuff before you get married. Some folks get fooled. Listen, I'm not marrying nobody. See, I don't want nobody to feel funny.
But
I'm not marrying somebody that can't read.
Not necessarily. When you say can't read, mean like just can't read at all?
I mean they don't know what bathroom to go in unless it's a picture on the door. That's
read. Like, okay, well, that's your choice. But in some cases, that is not the whole picture. Some just may, they'll get a menu or they're out with their spouse or their significant other. And sometimes there are, depending on where you dine, there are some menus that have, some words in there that they can't probably, they can't actually pronounce. They can't get it out. So not to say that it makes them dumb or inadequate. It's just that it's a word that they may feel a little bit uneasy because, you got the waiter or the waitress is there and they don't want to mess it up or make themselves look crazy. So,
so they start pointing at stuff on the menu.
Sometimes people do that, but does that make them?
But then when you do that, then you have and then your spouse, she'll a lot of times, and I'm gonna say it from this point of view, if that man can't read as good or never really knew how much she never really knew how much she could read. Now she starts ordering for him and start ordering his food. That causes insecurities in that man. So it's best when you have a situation like that, it's all right. If you marry somebody and they never graduated high school, encourage them. Look, go get your GED. Go get encourage them to get their education. Or, they never went to college and, they feel like they want to go to college, but they don't think they're smart enough. You got to encourage them. Look, go ahead. You can go back to school. I went to college, but you can go to college if you want to and pursue your education. You can do that. Nobody wants to be with someone that they feel inferior to. You understand what I mean?
I understand that, and what you're saying is very, very true. But I want to get back to what we're speaking of because it's kind of like, again, it's kind of touchy because some people are just maybe shy. Some people's not like they don't quite know how to read. They do know how to read. It's just when they get in the presence of other people, if they're in the restaurant, if they're out amongst their peers, if they're, wherever they are. Sometimes some people just get tongue-tied. They don't know when it's time to actually have a conversation with people and their peers. Sometimes they just don't know quite how to express themselves. They don't know how to do that. So a lot of times, either they'll back up, or they'll laugh, or they'll just refrain from doing too much talking, or either they'll just, sometimes they won't even show up to these things because of what they're dealing with the situation. But in some cases, it's okay when you know your spouse, and this is, the spouse that you chose, and these kind of things that they deal with, this situation that they deal with. So even when you're out and you feel like, okay, he or she is trying to find the right way to communicate what it is that they're trying to, convey to whomever they're around. So it's like, okay, I know what you're saying, babe, I know where you're going or whatever, and they can't quite get it. Jump in there and just help them. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, even when you're ordering.
But I say even before that, because a lot of marriages, we can't just assume that everybody's just on the level playing field. Some high class women will marry somebody from the hood or something. Yeah. And that's fine. But when you on your way to your super job dinner or your Christmas dinner or something, and you bringing hubby along with you, and he don't flow in them circles, don't leave him out there like that. Kind of brief him on that menu. I remember one time, and I'm pretty good. I got my bachelor's degree and got my associate's degree, all that stuff. But we went to a restaurant. I forgot the name of it. It wasn't an American. It was like a Spanish something restaurant. And I'd be darned if I'm gonna act like I don't know what's on this menu.
I think it was,
we ain't gonna call it Fanson Sing Song restaurant.
It's in the city.
I can't say the name of the thing, but I went. My wife wanted to go, and they came.
I knew what it is because I am familiar with just a little bit. I don't, trust me, I don't speak fluent Spanish or anything like that. But when I saw pernil, I knew what it was, and that's what he chose.
I speak Spanish.
Pernil is pork.
Well, I didn't know that. So, I speak leche is milk. De donde estonio mi Wedded-Wednesdays. That's today.
What?
Wedded-Wednesdays.
Whatever, but in some cases.
No, let me finish this story.
But in some cases.
We was at this restaurant, and I'm looking at the menu. When we on the way to the restaurant, she already looking at the menu on her phone.
So I can be ready.
I
Time
get
is
there,
of
I don't
the
know nothing about nothing. This lady come and say, "What you gonna have?" And I'm looking, and I'm, I stuck my chest out. I said, "I'm gonna have the Pelio, Yosio, whatever." And I thought I ordered something. I thought I ordered some kind of chicken things, chicken and rice. She came back, something sticking up in the air, a bone sticking that way, a piece of meat all around it and red and all this stuff. And I said, "What's it?" She said, "Oh, this is what you ordered, sir." I said, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you." And I played that thing off. I ain't eat hardly half of none of that mess. And they laughed me to scorn.
But why would you do that? Just say, you know what? I'm sorry. I thought that I was ordering something different. I'm sorry.
Because I'm a man.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm a man. I don't need nobody to order for me.
I'm a woman, and if I wasn't for sure on what I was ordering, and when that thing would have came out looking at me like that, they would have to take that back. I don't care, and I'm still a woman at the end of that. At the end of the evening, I'm still a good woman.
Honestly, my pride got in the way.
Well, that's what the Bible tells you about pride.
Pride is a foolish man, or something like that. But that's what we're saying. And even further than that, how do you want your kids? How would you enforce education on your kids? Me and my wife, even with education with the kids, we kind of on the same vein. But I tell my kids a little different. I'm not mad at a B. A B, whew, you doing good. But get that A.
I like to encourage them, to let them know, look, if you were able to get a B, you can push for that A. If you were able, even for a C, you get a C. To him, oh, you good,
No.
y'all good. You look, no, I want
C plus ain't nothing too wrong with a C plus.
That's where we have different views on it, because I'm going to always push them to exceed and to go higher. Because
The president of the United States had a C plus average.
I ain't
all
got
through
nothing
high
to
school.
do with the president of the United States. I'm talking about my children right now, and that's what I'm going to continue to do as long as they are pursuing their education, which is to let them know, look, you can do it. If you were able to get a B, you can get an A. You can do it. It's me encouraging them so that they can continue to not stay there and get comfortable and just make C's all throughout the course of their while they're pursuing their education. No, you want to push them, and you want to encourage them to let them know, look, you can bring it up. I tell them, come on, you got it, you got this. Bring it up. Get that C up or get that B up. Get it up, because you can do it. That's just my way of parenting,
You see?
and my way of doing things when it comes to my children. I'm going to always encourage them to do better and to be better.
My
at what
father
they do.
told me, do enough to pass.
See, there we go. That's funny. That is not funny.
Hey,
That is
I got
not
through.
That is not funny.
Look, when you get through.
That is so not funny.
I
and
did know.
I will. Don't you dare.
Do enough
Tell
not
my
to
kids.
fail. Oh, I told them out of your presence.
You need to stop doing that. You need to stop saying that.
You don't want to put that pressure
It's
on
not
them. No,
pressure. It's not pressure.
that education stuff is pressure.
No, it
if
is
somebody
not.
If I come home with a B, my father be doing backflips, and my mother, well, you can get an A.
Absolutely,
You get
because
an A
if you can get a B, you can get an A. Yes,
Well,
you can.
Well, I thank God for the B's. And that's how we talk about education. So even in your marriage, find an equal ground. We kind of find an equal ground with our kids when it comes to education. We got a daughter getting ready to go to college, and we pushing her to go to college. And we got a son getting ready to go to high school. We pushing him to do better, much better. We have an older son that went through college, graduated high school, went to college, in and out, and we push him in his education. But when they get to a certain age in a certain way, it's up to them.
Yeah, they start to find their way and try to figure out what it is that they want to do. But even while they're figuring it out and they trying to work it out, I still encourage, look, pursue your education. Just pursue it, especially when you don't have anything holding you back. there's no children, there's no any of that. It's never too late to go back and pursue your education. Just pursue it and make sure that you have that, underneath your belt. You never know. In these day and times that we're living in, we don't know, what we're going to need to fall back on.
Absolutely.
And again, and the new millennials that they say, well, it doesn't make any sense for me to go to school. It doesn't make any sense for me to go to college and do all of that when I'm not even, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even going to be working in the field that I'm trying to pursue, because the main thing that they say in the society is experience. So I've gone to college for 4 years, and I get out to try to seek employment and try to look for a job, and they tell me they want experience. And here I am, sitting on a BA, sitting on a master's degree and everything, and I can't even get a job in what I'm doing. So that's a lot of the concerns and a lot of things that our millennials are even dealing with today with that situation. But even thinking that and being told that and having their different feelings towards that, I still encourage it. Do it for you. It's nothing wrong with pursuing your education
and even when
becoming better for you.
After we got married, my wife wanted to go back to school, and I encouraged. I said, God, if you want to better your education, go back to school.
I still want to go back now. I want more, and I'm gonna go because my children are getting big, and we're almost empty nesters soon. Jasmine is on her way out to college, and Jai 4 more years in
You want to go
school.
back now?
And there's nothing holding me back, so I would like to even go further if I can. There's nothing holding me back. Why not?
We were in our 20s.
I'm saying not go back, but I would go online. I would just continue to pursue my education online.
We were in our 20s.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. See how you're not encouraging me?
All right,
You're not encouraging me to go back.
You want to go back? Go on back.
That's so fake and so fake.
Go back. You can go back. You can do it, sweetie. I promise you can do it. You'll be the best student there.
He's being so fake right now, and I'm not hearing nothing that he's saying.
Well,
Nothing.
I ain't going back to school. I had enough. I've done enough. But that's what we're talking about today on Wedded-Wednesdays. We thank you for joining us on this episode as we talked about education on Wedded-Wednesdays. We love y'all, and we want y'all to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, our YouTube channel. You can find us at Rad Skies. That's RADDSKYES. And please, whatever you do, when you get there, please subscribe to the channel. It is free. There is no charge. And also like, share, and comment if you would like to do so. Please also follow us at Facebook, where you can find us there at Wedded-Wednesdays, and also on Instagram at Wedded-Wednesdays as well. Continue to leave comments, and share your thoughts with us. Until we meet again, continue to stay blessed and stay safe. And we love you, and we'll see you next time on Wedded-Wednesdays.
Peace.